With the help of the liberal media, Obamacare has been shoved down our throats. Yeah, suck it! And I keep hearing conservatives say that the media isn't doing their job to report the truth, and they have a responsibility as journalists to do so. Conservatives, you're my peeps, and I love you. But in many ways, y'all can be as bad as liberals. For example, wouldn't it be great if the Democrat voting stock put their energy into working towards what they want instead of putting their energy into giving the government more power to take from others for them to take advantage of and provide things for them? Well, how about it, conservatives? Wouldn't it be great if more conservatives would put their energy into developing or supporting the development of news and entertainment media instead of putting that energy into expecting the statist liberal news and entertainment media to provide it for you? Just saying.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Let's take a look at the First Amendment again, y'all. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, and I reckon y'all know the rest. If you're conservative, you most likely do. However, if you're a liberal, the only parts you're interested in are their ideas of free speech, free press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble, even though left-wingers don't always peaceably assemble. And liberals love to take the liberty with the redress of grievances. The point I want to get to is, the first things protected here is the right to free religious exercise. And it's the first thing liberals despise. Subsequently is the right to free speech. Then comes the freedom of the press. And freedom of speech and free press is something that liberals take great liberties with. Y'all, the press has free speech, and they can report and comment on the happenings however they want. And one of the things they want is ratings. And a great way to get ratings is to make yourself out to be the champion for the little guy. And in order for you to be a champion for the little guy, you gotta make sure that there are a bunch of little guys to be a champion for. The statist liberal news and entertainment industry are the propaganda wing of the Democrat Party that keeps people as a voter stock for the Democrat Party. And again, the Bible speaks directly to entitlement-minded Democrat voters. And keep in mind how I spoke of such people who accuse Republicans of not coming to help them. But if they think Republicans are wrong and they're so wise, why would they need our help? With that, let's take a look at 2 Corinthians 11:19, which totally describes the Democrat elite and the Democrat voter stock that's smarter than Republicans, yet expects our help. Verse 19, you gladly put up with fools since you are so wise. Note the sarcasm in there. To continue, in fact, you put up with anyone who enslaves you or exploits you or takes advantage of you or pushes himself forward. Hey, isn't MSNBC's slogan lean forward? So to those of you who vote Democrat, the Bible is telling the truth about you. For the Democrat Party fought to keep slavery legal, and you gladly put up with them. The Democrats exploit you. They keep you in a state of arrested development so they can point to you and accuse Republicans, which means votes against Republicans in favor of Democrats. Don't accuse the Republicans of exploiting you when you say on the other side of your mouth that the Republicans ignore you. We can't exploit you and ignore you at the same time. A compliment to the aforementioned verse pertains to these Democrats who like to use the Bible to justify their self-righteousness. 2 Corinthians 11:13, for such people are false apostles, deceitful workers, masquerading as apostles of Christ. And no wonder, for Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. And I'll remind y'all that the name of Satan means the accuser. And that's exactly what the Democrats do, isn't it? They've got a liberal news and entertainment educational system machine built to accuse us 24/7, 365. That's well lit with dazzling lights like a deceiving angel would be. Keep in mind, there's lights that blind and there's lights that light the way. And with those accusations, the government has gained enough power to push Obamacare on the American people. Conservatives, you are not going to stop liberals from doing this, even though a lot of liberals know this is wrong. but they're so self-righteous that they can't help but believe that they are better people for thinking that the government should be the people's provider. So to my conservative Republicans, can I remind you that we are the party of the free market, which means we have to compete. Stop expecting the liberals to promote what is right. Stop expecting them to have journalistic integrity. They've gained much of the hearts and minds of America because they're constantly illustrating their worldview. Where's your illustrations? Don't get me wrong, we've done pretty good with getting our message out there with blogs, tea parties, AM radio, our little operation here at PJTV and Next Generation TV, and one right-leaning news channel, surrounded by left-wing news and entertainment media, like Israel surrounded by Islamic states. Yeah, but Israel has America. With this administration, that's arguable. Oh, and those Islamic states have China and Russia, so there's that. But with what little we have, together, we do a lot. Imagine what we could do if we started illustrating our views. With that, I hope y'all will check out an essay by Paul Harvey called The Power of Art Over Argument. I'm Alfonso Rachel with ZoNATION, and I want to point out a quote that sums up these left-wing liberal statists, who more resemble the systems I'm going to mention while they hate capitalism. In socialism, you have two cows, the government takes one cow and gives it to your neighbor. In communism, you have two cows, the government takes both and gives you part of the milk. Fascism, you have two cows, the government takes both and sells you the milk. Nazism, you have two cows, the government takes both and shoots you. Bureaucracy, you have two cows, the government takes both, shoots one, milks the other, and pours the milk down the drain. And with capitalism, you have two cows, you sell one and buy a bull. A friend of mine asked me, what would Barryism be, Zoe? I thought about it a moment and offered that Barryism would be you have two cows, let both of them get married, trade the married cows and get two bulls, let both of them get married and produce nothing but bullshit. Yeah, suck it.